On the 17th of May 2025, just after 5:30 p.m. in Sharonville, Ohio, police attempted to stop a vehicle for displaying a fake license plate. The driver, 54-year-old Alicia Bryant, initially pulled over, but within seconds everything changed. She suddenly accelerated, struck a police cruiser, and ignored repeated commands to stop.
The driver. Get off bail!
Speeds reached around 103 miles per hour as she weaved through traffic, putting numerous road users in danger. After about 15 minutes, the vehicle was finally disabled on 1-275. Bryant abandoned the car and fled on foot, but was quickly chased down by police, tackled on the highway, and arrested at the scene. Alicia Bryant was booked and issued a $100,000 bond for failure to comply, $200,000 for assault on a police officer, and $500 for possession of drug paraphernalia. She also received citations for expired tags and driving under suspension, and was found to have an active warrant out of Butler County. The passenger, 45-year-old Kevin Gabbard, was later charged with drug possession and tampering with evidence, and was held on a warrant from the Ohio Parole Authority. Despite the chaos and speeds over 100 miles per hour, no injuries were reported, though parts of I-275 had to be temporarily shut down. On a Friday, just after 11:30 a.m. in San Antonio, Texas, a high-speed police pursuit began after officers attempted to stop a black Dodge Charger near Rigsby Avenue and Houston Street. The driver refused to pull over, triggering a dangerous chase through the city's east side. The pursuit quickly intensified as the suspect sped through city streets at approximately 75 miles per hour, blowing through intersections, crossing medians, and weaving between vehicles. Aerial footage captured the Charger aggressively maneuvering through traffic, showing complete disregard for safety as officers from Texas DPS and local units closed in. After roughly 20 minutes on the run, the chase came to a violent end at the intersection of South Cross Boulevard and Pecan Valley Drive. The suspect lost control and crashed into a Tesla, bringing the pursuit to a sudden stop. Immediately after the crash, the driver exited the vehicle and attempted to flee on foot, but was quickly surrounded by Texas DPS troopers and taken into custody at gunpoint. The suspect was the sole occupant of the vehicle. The driver of the Tesla suffered minor injuries, but no life-threatening harm was reported. The exact reason for the pursuit and the suspect's identity were not disclosed in the video, and no official sentencing information was provided at the time. What started as a routine attempt to stop a vehicle turned into a 2-0-minute high-risk chase ending in a crash that could have been far worse. In 2019, in the Cleveland, Ohio area, Ohio State Highway Patrol troopers engaged in a pursuit involving a stolen silver Dodge Ram pickup. What began as an attempt to stop the vehicle quickly escalated when the driver refused to pull over. Authorities confirmed the truck was stolen, and the suspect now faces multiple serious charges, likely including felony fleeing and eluding, vehicular assault on law enforcement, and possession of a stolen vehicle. 3 patrol vehicles were damaged during the incident, but no serious injuries were reported. What started as a stolen vehicle stop turned into a violent confrontation where the suspect repeatedly used force against police, escalating the situation into a high-risk felony case. On the 5th of May 2020, at approximately 12:44 a.m. in Greenfield, Wisconsin, a police officer spotted a black SUV matching the description of a vehicle reported stolen by the Oak Creek Police Department. When the officer attempted a traffic stop on South 27th Street, the driver refused to comply and fled.
Squad responding. Should be at 11th in Oklahoma. They started at 2-7 late. I think they're trying to make it there.
The suspect accelerated northbound, driving recklessly through city streets. As the pursuit continued, the driver showed clear disregard for safety, eventually attempting to ram a marked Greenfield patrol vehicle in a desperate effort to escape. At one point, 3 passengers bailed out of the vehicle and fled on foot, leaving the driver alone to continue the dangerous chase.
He reversed on the road how he crashed and turned. Just one. Stop that cop! 10-9, that last transmission. Don't push him anymore, he's trapped right out there. He's still trying to get away from us here. We need MPD here. MPD was not the driver in the car, he's ran out.
Officers executed a pit maneuver near South 11th Street and West Oklahoma Avenue, causing the SUV to spin and lose control. Despite the maneuver, the driver continued resisting and even struck a patrol car before the vehicle was finally disabled. The 19-year-old driver was taken into custody at the scene. He now faces multiple charges, likely including possession of a stolen vehicle, felony fleeing and eluding, and assault on a law enforcement officer for ramming a patrol car. The officer involved was not injured, and no serious injuries were reported. What began as a stolen vehicle alert escalated into a dangerous pursuit involving vehicle assaults, ending only after decisive police action. In May 2020, on Interstate 71 South in Ohio, Ohio State Highway Patrol troopers attempted to stop a vehicle for speeding. The driver, described as a woman in her 40s with dark hair, refused to pull over and instead fled, initiating a high-speed pursuit. The chase continued at speeds around 70 miles per hour as the suspect drove aggressively through moderate traffic. Troopers attempted to box in the vehicle, but the driver maneuvered through their positioning and kept going. The situation grew more dangerous as the pursuit pushed closer to county lines, with the suspect showing erratic behavior behind the wheel.
Yeah.
Hey, fire hydrant.
No seatbelt.
I smell.
The chase came to a sudden and violent end when the driver lost control, veered off the right side of the roadway, and rolled the vehicle. The crash left the car overturned and heavily damaged. Officers rushed to the scene and found the driver alive, but bleeding from the head. Alcohol was discovered inside the vehicle. The suspect claimed she was trying to escape people she believed were following her and stated she thought a GPS tracker had been placed on her car. She was transported by EMS for medical treatment. No other injuries were reported. The driver is expected to face charges related to fleeing and eluding, reckless driving, and possible DUI, though no official sentencing details were provided in the video. What began as a speeding stop ended in a rollover crash, highlighting how quickly fear, impairment, or panic can turn a situation into a dangerous incident. On the 11th of April, 2025, in Pleasant Prairie, Wisconsin, officers attempted to stop a vehicle that had previously fled from Winthrop Harbor, Illinois. The driver, later identified as 38-year-old Joshua McCarthy of Kenosha, refused to comply and accelerated away, initiating another high-risk pursuit.
Get your fucking hands up!
The pursuit ended violently when the suspect vehicle lost control and rolled over multiple times. Officers quickly surrounded the wreckage and ordered the occupants to crawl out through the rear of the vehicle. In total, 5 people and a dog were inside the SUV at the time of the crash. Joshua McCarthy was taken into custody and faces a long list of serious charges, including felony fleeing and eluding, first-degree recklessly endangering safety, possession of cocaine and drug paraphernalia, operating while intoxicated causing injury, battery to a law enforcement officer, and driving without a valid license causing serious injury. At the time of the incident, McCarthy was already out on bond for multiple cases in Lake County involving stolen vehicles and drug offenses. His bond in this case was set at $75,000. Despite the violent rollover, no fatalities were reported. What began as a fleeing suspect turned into a catastrophic crash, highlighting how repeat offenders and reckless decisions can quickly escalate into life-threatening situations. In April 2025, in West Allis, Wisconsin, police attempted to stop a stolen vehicle after the driver struck a patrol car and fled the scene. What began as a hit-and-run quickly escalated into a high-speed pursuit heading toward Milwaukee.
Greenfield. Crash into a squad, rammed a squad heading to 6-7 National, going east.
Eastbound Owen National. 306, we're in pursuit of that car, eastbound National, crashed into a marked squad. We're about 5-6 right now. Eastbound National, speeds are 77, traffic medium, and roads are...
The suspect sped eastbound on National Avenue, reaching speeds of approximately 77 miles per hour before pushing closer to 90 miles per hour despite wet road conditions. The driver repeatedly entered oncoming lanes, ran red lights at intersections like Clybourne, and continued reckless maneuvers through streets including 27th Street, Pierce Street, and Highland Avenue. Even after sustaining front-end damage, the suspect refused to stop, continuing to endanger everyone on the road.
Going in oncoming traffic again, I think it's Wells. Still northbound though on 27. Oh, sorry, that was... Does it look disabled at all to you, or the front end damage should be moderate?
Negative. No front end, there's damage, but he's still moving pretty good. We're passing 240 eastbound.
They're eastbound on Highland, right up by 2322. Calling out there.
Eastbound Highland, he's in the westbound lanes of traffic. There's no traffic passing 15th. Speeds are 70. He is slowing. We are at 13th Street. Slowing again, looking to make a turn. Crash, crash, crash! Pit, pit, pit!
Pit, pit, pit. Northbound on 13, northbound on 13. Going through some grass right now on 13. Okay, back to 14th Street, northbound on 14th.
We're going through the park. We're going north, what would be 15th, through this park area on the sidewalk.
We're in the park at 15th Street. Milwaukee to control 6, appreciate it, in a marked squad. Come on, move your guys.
The pursuit came to an end after another crash, when the driver veered off the roadway, drove onto sidewalks, and cut through a park area near 15th Street. Milwaukee police units assisted in surrounding the vehicle, and the suspect was taken into custody inside the park. Authorities confirmed the vehicle was stolen. The suspect now faces multiple charges, likely including felony fleeing and eluding, hit and run, reckless driving, and possession of a stolen vehicle. No serious injuries were reported despite the dangerous driving and multiple collisions. What started with a single crash turned into a multi-mile pursuit, ending only after the suspect ran out of road and options.